Good evening, race fans. Welcome back into another edition of the NSRL. We're back here for Monday Night NASCAR at Nashville Superspeedway for the Sports Illustrated 250 here this evening. Got myself and Art in the booth. There's supposed to be a picture there. We're still working that out. New race info pop-up. Still working out the kinks, but myself and Art, as always, in the booth. 1.3 mile, kind of a unique track, not your normal cookie cutter mile and a half. Not really a short track, but there is a lot of braking into the corners. Tire management will be massively important here this evening. You see there the track conditions should continue to cool off as we go further and further into the night. 45-mile pit speed limit here this evening. 4 total tire sets, so they'll start with 1 and get 3 in the pits. They'll have 0 fast repairs, a fuel run of 68 to 72 laps, call it 70, 100% fuel limit, and stages are at the end of 45 and 90. So there you go. Let's go ahead and get right into a couple of different things. I got all my overlays popping up. That I don't technically need. Yeah, so that's going to be the Indy 500 plugin, but I don't actually have that enabled, so let me go run in and get that off as we're going to start our outlaps. Yeah, 4 laps here, not really going to matter. Let's do this. Indy qualifying, enter remote control. And then I should be able to turn it off, right? There we go. And then I can put the overlays on. Didn't miss a beat. God, I think it was 41 here tonight. Art will be here shortly. He'll be able to confirm that for me. Drivers continue their laps. Zach Lindgren quickest. After his first lap, they'll all be chasing a 30.204. I feel like I'm being pranked almost. Claude Furlan goes P3, 0.6 of a second between himself and Brett Bennett. Because I know we got plenty of drivers, but I could have sworn that one of them was outside the top 30. Let me go double check, make sure I'm doing my math right. Very interesting. Took away my DNQ tracker. Why'd that happen? Got the Monday Night NASCAR overlays. Yeah. Where did we go wrong? I'm sure. Joshua Crispin, though, goes to the top of the board. 30.139. See here if I get rid. Interesting. Okay. So our new race info plugin kind of overruled the timing tower. Fascinating. I'm glad I figured that out. The easy fix. Lawton starts his first lap. Good lap there from Josh Mertens. He needed it. He'll be in the show. Only 16 qualifiers. About halfway into the session. Dean Thompson back for another week in the 60 machine. He'll need to qualify his way into the show. It's got some weird reflection number there. That's pretty cool. Looks like the 26, but it's actually the 60. His first lap will be good enough. P3, he'll be in the show tonight. All chasing Joshua Chrisman. He's got about 6/10 between himself and Lindgren. Richard Pruitt. His first lap, 31:07. Himself, Bradley Gunn, Keith Black, the drivers in danger as it stands. As long as nobody else joined. We did have 41 at the start of qualifying. Need to pick it up here on the second lap, or at least get himself onto the bubble. Only able to improve by one position. He'll hope for some chaos behind him. Jared Wishing walking it up the hill there through 1 and 2 on his first lap. Beautiful looking 17 machine. He could be setting up for a second lap quali potentially. Brock Packard just started his lap. Daniel Moynihan on his out lap. Or actually, he just started his first lap as well. Ryan Honeycutt about to finish his first lap. Time's coming in hot and heavy. P21. Wishing setting up for the second lap. Mike McConville on his out lap. Brad Peters takes the green flag. A lot of heavy hitters still to come. Second lap for the 17. Moynihan slots into 19th on his first lap. Wishing only P10. Honeycutt second lap. First lap looks like it was invalidated. Second and only timed lap. Honeycutt will go P2. Just missed it by 0.05 of a second. Hill race tonight. Aiden Kirker back from a 1-week vacation between himself and Jake Miller. See Jake Miller back, so hopefully cooler heads have prevailed. The 76 machine gets ready to start his first lap. Let's go on board. Come talk about race cars? All right, we'll go unlock the door first. Thank you. Through 3 and 4 looks pretty well planted to the bottom side of the racetrack. Time still coming in. Mike McConville's first lap on the board. Brandon Muir with his second lap. Looks like he put himself in the show. Kirker does take P1 by about 0.04 of a second. Jeremy Pienta just leaves. Walker Thomas about to go. 2 minutes remaining. Here comes Madigan. Setting up for his first lap. Looked like he's on the high side. Trying to build some momentum. And it's tight there. Look from Burkett to Black. That's 0.06 of a second. That gap. Pretty darn close. Bradley Gunn only a 10th off of that. It might just be a 10th too much. Everybody's trying to make their runs with the 2 minutes remaining. Chrisman slots into P2. Madigan on his first lap. That's going to put him P2. He'll take over P2. 0.18 of a second. Looks like he was setting up for a lap 1 effort. Kingcott has good speed. Henderson. And Walker Thomas still to come. Thomas puts it P7. Jackson Sims about to finish his second lap. 26 Roku machine. Put him up to P3. Look how tight that is. Top four separated by 0.04 of a second. 1 minute remaining in the session. 38 times on the board. We did have 41. No one else joined. John Wilco, Rich Jett will fall back on their points. Henderson, P11. Ross Brockman to the line. Second lap completed, 24th to 17th. Not too shabby. We'll see if Elliott Henderson can improve, get himself inside the top 10, and that'll be the conclusion of tonight's qualifying.
Sounds like I'm here just in time.
Did miss a thing. Did miss a lap. Missed all of qualifying.
Just a little bit of qualifying.
Henderson not able to improve on his second lap. And it's looking like Richard Pruitt along with Bradley Gunn. And I believe that was Keith Black. Drivers that will be sent home this evening based on their qualifying speed. Another way to check, we can kind of do it this way. Richard Pruitt, Bradley Gunn, and then Keith Black, because that's the names. B. Minto, obviously, Travis Minto in the field, so they had to do the abbreviation. But so Pruitt, Gunn, and Keith Black, and look at that, it was 1,500s between himself and Matt Meckin, Bo Ruff right there, Corey Burkett. That's what we're talking about, that grouping right there.
Man, how close it is.
1,500s determines if you get to race or not. Very close. And while we're doing the warm-up session, this is the week of the YJ Media, or the YJ 1100. June 13th, Indy 500 qualifying taking place this Saturday, June 6th. We'd love to fill the field just a bit more. Art put all the sign-up information in chat. Still looking for drivers for both the Indy 500 and the Coke 600. Don't want to beg for it. I don't get desperate, but if we can't get the field full enough to make it a good show for ourselves and make it worth drivers' time, then we'll have to look at potentially moving it to a different date or coming back with something else that is more interesting at the current moment. That's where we stand. I think it'll be a lot of fun if we can get the drivers. And we know there are a lot of talented drivers out there, so come take on the double. You'll be the best of the best. Sports Illustrated Resorts. The whole sports magazine got a whole resort industry. Did not know that. Drivers getting in their final 5 minutes of practice. Figure out where your pit stall is going to be located. Pit exit, pit entry practice. That's what I love. Always use the warm-ups for. In case we get a green flag pit stop. Final stage is long enough that it is possible we could have one right down the middle. And apparently this plays pretty darn tough on brake rotors, at least in the Cup Series. So let's go on board with Dean Thompson, 170 miles an hour all the way down to 132. Turn number 3. And on the front straightaway is going to get all the way up to about 178 miles an hour. Back it all the way down to 124. Like I said, it's got a little flair to it, right? Not a cookie cutter mile and a half. Not really a short track, but you do have a good use of the brakes. See who can manage their stuff over the long run. What car do you want to win tonight, buddy? What number? Hey, Who's your second pick? Who else? What other number do you want to win? Number 1.
I mean,
Yes,
he
he's
saw it
right there. Yeah.
He's on screen.
I didn't
brother.
know I had it clicked on him. Yeah, that's the number 1 car right there. See if he wins. We'll see if the number 1 finishes number 1. He's gonna do a good job for you. I'm gonna try to. You want the number 1 and the number 8 to do good? Okay. No pressure to those two.
Man knows who he's named after.
You want a race car?
I think you're gonna have to get a second job, brother.
Yeah. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4. One's DEI, one's the number 1 Steve Park machine, one's the Bud 8. I'm doing such a good job as a father. That's what he wants for his birthday. That's props to me, if anything else. Well done. Don't have the back.
Going Steve Parker over Truex, also a choice.
Uh-huh. Steve Park, underrated. Alright, careful. You can leave it right there, okay? We are about ready to rock and roll. Let's take one more quick look at... Oh, there goes the phone. That's alright. It was back. That's right. Let's take a quick look at the qualifying results. One last time, Aiden Kirker. Just a couple of hundredths over Joseph Madigan and Jackson Sims right there. 3/1000 separating second and third. Okay.
These cars?
That's the pace car.
Pace car?
That's right. Everyone has to follow him. And then when he leaves, everyone can go super fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are your qualifying results for the Sports Illustrated Resorts 250. All right, who you got winning the sucker tonight?
Oh, they're winning.
Yep,
Give me Michael Lunn.
way back P15. Or actually, that'll be P14 once he gets going. Actually, I know, right? You are right. 16th. Go ahead and give me.
They're going.
Yep, they're going, buddy.
They're super really, really fast.
They will in just a second. I think Aiden Kirker will have something to prove. I'm going to be boring and pick the pole sitter. Oh, he had a week to collect his thoughts, and I think he'll be like, all right, watch this. I'll just drive away, and I won't leave any doubt about it. So, I think we'll get a kind of statement performance here this evening.
It's just so easy to pick the guy starting up front. They're gonna be fast. Madigan, Sims,
There goes the pace car.
Kirsten.
And here we go. We're about to get underway here at Nashville.
These car?
And here we go through the Echo Park restart zone again, and we're underway this evening.
Yeah. A good stadium.
Parker is cleared. It'll be side by side for second here off turn number 2. Crispin watching and waiting here on the opening lap. We got Michael Lautner.
Oh no!
Oh,
No, you can't be serious.
I am very serious. And what appeared to be a fairly large incident.
Oh
right?
no! What in the world was that?
What?
Yeah,
I'm
they
so sorry, Michael Lautner.
Yeah, that's tough there, buddy.
I'm blind.
Let's take a look here. He's right there with the 46 of Jeremy Brown. There's Zach Lindgren. And, oh, Brown's going to just get into Furlan just a bit.
Oh.
Yeah, oh, is right. And here comes the rest of the field. There's the one car. That's Matt Mackin. Keith Black was in it pretty big.
What?
Commentators curse.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Yeah, he was in it all right. That's a big one.
Yeah, what a big one.
Yeah, that was early and often, I would say.
Yeah.
That's just not what you want to see. Nashville, such a hard track to get out of the way. All you can do is go down. And its steering is gone. And that's kind of the night for Keith Black.
He just qualifies his way in, and it's
Well, he'll get 1 point. Taking a look here at Jeremy Brown, and kind of what kicks this off a bit. He gets a good run off of turn 2. Verlander comes down to cover, and just sent him off into the corner, obviously way faster than what he wanted to go, and not how.
Go.
Yeah, you're just a passenger at that point.
Oh, I can know. Yeah, it's just
And this is, you're gonna see him disappear and rejoin in a hurry. And then Matt Mackin will get a piece as well. No, don't press the button. We're talking about race cars. I don't know what those buttons do. Well, not right now. He almost tries to shoot the gap, but nothing doing. And Mike McConville actually splits right through here. Yep. He's not wrong at all. Keith Black right behind that, or McConville right behind Keith Black. He's like, thanks for clearing the path. Oh, that's a tough one. And the red names got me again. Gotta go get them. Get them off. Everyone in here they already qualified. Quickly before we get to the restart.
I mean, we're already.
We got problems in the back.
What in the world is happening?
Hello? Alright. They've somewhat sorted their differences, and they'll be side by side for second again. Jackson Sims, Madigan, Chrisman, and Honeycutt, the top 5, unchanged all the way to 8th. Thomas trying to change that, as is Dean Thompson around the outside of Lindgren. Brad Peters already up 6 spots. Trying to make it 7 with a good side draft there on, wait a minute. Oh, I was on the wrong one. That's, Brett Bennett around the outside of Josh Mertens. Excuse me. I clicked on Brad Peters, but was, for a loop. There's the 05. He's going to try and do the exact same thing around the outside, down the front stretch. Get a good run. Offer to turn 1 just a lap later. Never wrong, just early here at YJ Media.
We've definitely been wrong.
Oh, we've never been wrong. Peters should have the momentum, and he will clear. Dean Thompson up 2 spots, looking to make it 3. Elliot Henderson also on the move, +5. Opening a couple of laps here. Oh, a little bit of contact there with Chrisman and Thompson. New fastest lap of the race. Jackson Sims sitting there in P3, half a second behind. First man to dip his toe into the 30.7 in the race trim. Sound like my wife, never wrong. That's a good band right there. There you go. You just got to know what you're dealing with sometimes. Kingcott trying to do the same thing as Pienta, go around the outside of Jeremy Brown. A little bit of a stack up there. That's Jordan Smith in the 29. 57 gets bent out of shape a little bit. No contact, just had to kind of walk it up the track just a little bit.
There was a little bit of contact between Pienta and Smith there. Pienta got into the back of Smith, so might be a little storyline to see.
And the very next lap, Kingcott is getting that run on the high side. Kingcott up 11 spots. Just 9 laps completed, passing a car a lap. Already inside the top 15. Ryan Honeycutt the other way, -8. Leave it there, okay? Kingcott flying around the outside. Battles pretty much through the entirety of this field, all the way back battling here, just outside the top 25. A little bit of damage there for Mike McConville.
Ooh. They're almost 3-1 from, well, with Moynihan.
Sylvain Jolie, Nathan Yarnell, Jared Wishin. Sylvain Jolie, Corey Burkett, all right here, right under a blanket. No contact there. No, it gets a little bit tight off turn 4. But plenty of time to sort this out. Ryan Honeycutt already right back to this mix. He was just inside the top 5, but a lap ago, but seems to be there's going to be almost 4. Oh, boy. Moynihan's like, you know what? I don't need to be there. I do not need to be there. Here comes Brock Packard. There's Aaron Mack in the mix. Here's Gavin Fitzgerald up 15 spots. 3 wide on the exit. Oh, that's nearly contact, but they haven't touched yet. Wishing through the middle. Honeycutt cuts him a little bit of a break. Moynihan's going to go up and nearly get the 31. McConville says, I'm going to back out of this. Moynihan coming back. Great stuff here. This is just inside the top 25 now. Moynihan senses an opportunity to kind of clear away from some of this hornet's nest, and he'll do so.
Just gotta wonder what's happening to Honeycutt there.
And it's just, I mean, it was immediate. Like, somebody flipped a switch. I don't know if he has any noticeable damage, but since the restart, it has been just a gradual spot, a lap or 2 or 3 down the running order. Now going to be outside of the top 25. Had a good qualifying run, though.
That'd be really wild if this is a potential tire-saving strategy.
Is it trying to save the set for, take us ahead at the end of stage 2, so save your stage 1 set? Because, I mean, it's not like I don't see any damage. I think he's just being very cautious. Maybe in an effort to come back later in the stage itself, potentially. That could be a consideration. Right now,
just sprinkle in the idea of alternate strategies, and then we find out later it's like, no, car just wasn't driving right.
Car wasn't set up for the race trim. Loading the qualifying set to the race. A lot of single file up front, but here's Brett Bennett. He had just cleared Brad Peters, and Pienta trying to follow through, breaking to the top 10. A little bit ahead of this, Dean Thompson and Walker Thomas. Side by side down the front stretch. We'll see how this plays out. '67 got a little tight underneath there, but fought back on corner exit. Side by side, nothing separating them. '67 will sail it off into the corner. Clear into 6th. Thompson trying to do a crossover, not quite able to get there. Back lingering right behind that battle. There's Chrisman, Bennett, and Pienta. Has moved into the top 10. Brad Peters trying to fight back, though. Kincott has closed in as a result.
I gotta say, I appreciate what Dean Thompson has done, at least for us, is slapping the 60 on, like, the roof of the car. He's still got the 26 on the side, right? Like,
Well, it's like a reflective.
He's gotta let everyone
Do you
know
see
who
that?
he is.
It's a reflective, like, 60 almost. Unless our trading paints are different again, which is always a possibility.
I see the 26.
Mine's a very reflective. Like, I can tell the 26 is there, but like in the right light, it changes to the 60.
Oh, there is a 60.
Yes,
there is a 60.
I mean,
again, I appreciate it. He's like, he has
it's right there. Like, you
could
can tell it it literally changes. That's phenomenal craftsmanship from whoever created that paint scheme. Because right there, it was the 26, very obviously. This is 60 going off into turn number 1, though, based on whatever angle our cameras happen to pick it up at. Good stuff there. A lot of single file early in the going, not too surprising, as there is kind of a preferred way around this racetrack. Don't want to get too high, especially early on, right? You don't want to be going up any higher than really the second lane right there where that 95's at. Any higher than that, there is no grip out there. Moynihan's caught this battle. Nowhere for wishing to go right now. Bit of surprise right here. It's kind of in 20th, 21st. Kind of on his own pace right now. Qualified 22nd. And he's only up 1 spot from there. A bit surprised. And let me just give a quick shout out. Keith Black. 14 laps down, caught up in a wreck with none of his own doing. Had to fight to get in this race. And he's going to go out here and scrap and claw for every point. They got the car mostly fixed up, so he's only, 14 laps here. We got a long way to go still tonight. He'll pick up some spots, I'm sure of it. Every point's crucial when you're below the cut line to even get in the race or not. Still dealing with a bit of damage on the front end there. It's hampered his race right from the get-go, that lap 2 crash. Ethan Ball right there in the mix. 3 cars under a blanket. Rich Jett right there, but this is by design for Rich Jett. We'll see him up here in the top 15 somewhere towards the end of the second stage.
He might be a little closer to lap 120 or so.
By design as Claude runs up the hill a little bit. No contact, though, I don't think. I think John Wilco, though, I think he's going to need to pick it up just a... Well, 25... Yeah, they're going to be close. But then again, he would be the only man... Well, no, actually...
Because, they might get Lawton also.
Yeah, he's got the damage. Yeah. Which that's big damage for Lawton. He's just fighting to get to the end of stage 1 and then start working on that car.
I think Wilco has to make the decision to try and go catch them.
I think that's what he's doing. He was 4/10 quicker on that last lap, and he's within sight. A long way to go, and probably not going to have the one caution. We get the stage caution, we'll bunch them all back up, and But you never want to be in that position where if somebody else goes a lap down in stage 2, right, and then you're kind of Oh, will I get my lap back? And sometimes we've seen it. It does not happen. They lose it. It just gets stuck.
I don't know if Wilco can do it because Lawton is consistently faster.
Yeah, Lawton turned it up a little bit there on that last lap. This is the fight for 10th as we have just 18 laps to go in the opening stage. Kingcott back into the top 10. Pienta was in it for a bit. Now back out of it. Brad Peters right there. Kingcott on the charge. 15 spots in the opening stage. Been very consistent. Every couple laps we'll be able to pick off a car. Further back, that got dicey between Moynihan and Yarnell, and Wishin will use it as an opportunity to get to the outside. Try and break into the top 20 for the first time tonight. Have the draft from pretty much everybody in front. No help for Moynihan. And Wishin will clear, so being able to take advantage when others squabble for position, very important. A lot of single file, but it's not as if it's entirely spread out, right? It's just waiting for the guy in front to use his stuff up a little bit. Looks like Moynihan got really hard in there on the entry. Wishin might have had a little bit of contact there. Tom had to catch it a little bit. Now he'll look to the inside, trying to make it 2 cars in 2 laps. Bump there from 3 and 4. Nothing doing there. 55 had the run off. Up front, though, battle for the race lead. Jackson Sims right there as well. Madigan looking to the inside. Kirker has been, he's led every lap from the drop of the green flag, but has not pulled away. Looks like he's nearly into the wall there. Madigan will have the inside line just barely on the left rear quarter panel. 76 should have a run off the corner, though. And the 66 get to that left rear, pull him back, not quite. As they have about 1.5 seconds over. Elliot Henderson coming to 13 laps to go on the stage. Jackson Sims wants another P2 in a stage. We know that. That is John Wilco just up ahead. And then Lawton actually 5 seconds up ahead of that, so I think Wilco should be a little bit safe. What is not safe right now is the lead, and Aiden Kirker. Madigan will sail it off into turn 3. Not clear, though. But it should be enough to lead the lap. Yes, first lead change of the night officially put it on the board. And now he'll work to complete it. 76, not an easy pass. But he'll get it done just barely. Joseph Madigan to the point, looking to get the stage win. 11 laps to go this time around. Jackson Sims right there as well. A car length separating all 3 of them. Phenomenal stuff. Oh, 76 had a wiggle there. Sims will jump to the inside.
We're going to see another Jackson Sims second in the stage.
He's had the fastest lap of this race so far, so if he's able to complete this pass in a timely manner, he might have something for the 66. As it is, 76 uses that run off that second lane. Madigan says thank you very much. Henderson closing in a little bit on that battle for second. They go side by side a little bit further back. Gavin Fitzgerald looking to complete the move there on Brockman. He does so. Gavin Fitzgerald plus 19. He's having a great first stage. A little bit further back. Wishin, Yarnell, Moynihan. All right in this grouping. And even further back, Packard, Mack, Lafrene, Minto, battling just inside of the top 25. Battles we see here, though, kind of dependent on what you have saved at the end of a longer run. We'll give there between the 67 and the 5. Tight as you like it. Down the back straightaway. This is for 7th and 8th.
I think we're going to see our first bit of lap traffic here.
A little bit of
That's a good
contact
fight.
there. Hard to complete that move on the bottom. Gonna catch him with 7 laps to go, 7.5. I imagine Wilco will let them by. Actually, I said, well, just go around me. Go underneath. Very respectful. Up ahead is Lawton at 6 seconds, so Wilco should be good to get this right back. I don't think he's gaining a second lap on him. 32.2, 31.9, so no. Wilco should be just fine. Just can't get that random 0x for hitting the wall as the leader crosses the line for the stage. If anything, right, he might have saved a set of tires. Just run at the back. Might try and stretch the stage too, because it will be a little bit shorter. Obviously, once we get the yellow and run a couple of pace laps as this battle continues to kick off now outside of the top 25 as Mir moves into it. I mean, I think this is pretty darn good racing for this first stage. I know you have the one caution right at lap 2. It was a fairly big one. Took out a handful of cars. Todd Furlan, Matt Mackin out of this race. And Keith Black wounded, Mike McConville wounded, Michael Lawton wounded, a host of others. But since then, everyone has kind of locked in a little bit. And it's been some pretty entertaining stuff.
I mean, here even for, I believe this is 15th. Pienta and Fitzgerald going at it.
Rockman right there. A little bit further back. This 3-car battle has still yet to conclude as Lafreniere might have a run here. Not quite, but surprised he hasn't made a little bit more of an impression. Honeycutt all the way back to 33rd. And this is Michael Lawton heavily damaged, putting this 89 under pressure. And normally it's been the opposite. We see Honeycutt try and charge forward. Not the cases. Josh Mertens and Brad Peters, they've been side by side a lot, right? With that 29. I feel like we always see these 3 cars pretty close by to one another.
With how slow these 2 cars have been going, Ryan Honeycutt and Michael Lawton, it's not out of the question that they get caught.
Let's take a look here as we're working. Coming to 2 to go, and he can see them. They need to quit squabbling. Just let somebody do it.
Yeah, they're running 33-second lap times.
33.0. 30. Yeah, that's what we said. Oh, they're not running a second a lap faster, but they were once they started squabbling. So now we're coming to 1 to go. And it's Ryan Honeycutt on the chopping block. John Wilco would love to not see that happen. I think it'll be okay. But because they stopped fighting.
I mean, he's running 33.4.
That was a 32. Final lap in stage 1. We're about to find out. Fight for the final spot here. Jeremy Brown, Brett Bennett. Brown has 10th comfortably, wants to double his point haul, though. Joseph Madigan followed in the footsteps of Aiden Kirker for most of stage 1. He'll get the move done with about 15 to go, and he'll be your stage 1 winner here at Nashville. Hill was out.
I mean, look how
It was-
close they were.
So Ryan Honeycutt, your last car on the lead lap. John Wilco, be your lucky dog. And we'll see what kind of interesting shenanigans we get here. I don't think anyone will stay out, right? I don't think I need to do the ballistic position. I don't think we get anyone to just, wildly stay out.
I mean, if we do, it would be very funny, but I highly doubt it.
But I think everyone coming in at least for fuel, so we'll do latest pit cycle based on where they enter pit road. We can do it from there. As the field works to catch up, pits are open. 34 cars on the lead lap, and they should all be in. One makes the turn to their box. Kirker has a number 1 pit stall. We'll see if that helps. Brad Peters missed his, looks like. Yeah, missed his box. He'll have to come back down. He'll lose track position. Madigan, good work by the crew.
A little bit of contact there between Sims and Kirker getting out of pit lane.
What a phenomenal tool this is, right? I mean, this is so nice. We literally have the race off pit road. Just very nice.
We're so professional.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes Peters.
Back in. Cut off some of that at the bottom? I think it did. Peters down and away. John Whitco come in for service as well. Get ready for the restart. Pace car is off. Madigan will be in control. So he heads to the Echo Park restart zone. See what kind of restart Sims can get right here behind. It's going to be a fairly good one. And he should challenge for P2 going off in turn number 1. He is cleared for P2. Exiting turn 2. So good restart from the 66. Benefits the 26. As the squabbling begins. Stage 2 underway.
We have new players into the game. Henderson, Dean, Thompson, both up, quite a bit.
Thompson up
Now that
6
they're a little
spots.
further
He
forward.
fell back a little bit at the end of the stage, but the short run speed was very good in stage 1, and it looks like it's good here. Thompson moves into P4. Henderson will chomp down in front of the 67, hold his position. Lindgren looking for a spot. Fast lap of the race potentially here for Madigan. He was flying in the first half of the lap. Up to a 3.5 car length lead, crosses the line.
30.683.
The fastest lap for Joseph Madigan. As Lindgren and Thompson continue to battle side by side for the 4th position. Who is that? That's Pienta, I think. Taking a big look here to get around Moynihan. I'm curious. McConville, I think he might have, well, I don't know. Him and Lawton, what kind of damage they may or may not have gotten fixed, but they're still way off the pace. McConville especially, and that would put him a lap down fairly easily.
I think the commentator's curse came for me and Dale so
11
hard.
seconds back. Take your pick, right, on where you want to look, who you want to follow. Aaron Mack having a good start to his stage 2, broke into the top 20.
Ooh, contact here with Jeremy Brown. Oh, he's going to come back up and get him!
Oh, and that's Chrisman, and that was Mertens, I believe. Oh, down the track in front of Brandon Minto. Caution is out, Brown's night is over.
Man. I mean, I was just about to say, like you said, pick a battle. I'm looking at Jeremy Brown and Mertens, and I picked the right one.
Oh, and that's just, he's not able to get it slowed up in time. Oh. Jeremy Brown involved in both cautions tonight. That's not what he'll want. Let's see here. I think he hits the apron the second time. And Crispin's going to shoot him up the track. And, oh, he's let it roll that right at this moment. On the brakes. Then he lets it roll, though. I don't think it... I honestly, if he's on the brakes, Minto still probably hits him, but I'm sure Minto would have wanted him to hold the brakes the whole time. So not... What happens... Yeah, Brown goes up and gets him. Mertens did not come down. That's going to send the 76 all out of, sorts, and then bounces off the apron. They'll come up and collect for Josh Mertens. And then Mertens doing a nice job and just overcorrects it a little bit there right at the end. A big right rear damage. Poor Brandon Minto. Another big loser in this one. Not a whole lot he was going to be able to do about this one. Good news for Mike McConville. Michael Lawton, they'll be able to fix more damage. You see him sliding up there. He's always up top and just continually working down. Brandon Muir gets a piece of it as well. A couple cars going through the grass to avoid. That's Burkett. Packard and Bo Ruff and Rich Jett having to take to the escape road. We've lost Jeremy Brown, obviously. He had the smoke coming out the motor. Keith Black will pick up a spot in 12 laps.
We really love these restart wrecks. I mean, we got a little bit of a distance there, but still.
Right. Hang on a second.
We're hanging on.
What did I say? What have I missed? You said Bradley Gunn, Richard Pruitt. Interesting. Trent Curtis actually made the race on time and then gave up his spot. How about that? And that's actually, yeah, yeah, how about that? Man. How about under the radar thing there? Back underway. Didn't really, yeah, so there was no 3 deep. It was just Pruitt, Bradley Gunn, and then Trent Curtis left. Keith Black got to take his spot. About that.
At least we get to, see this battle between Lindgren and Dean Thompson again. Stewart going at it last restart.
Has continued. The tire marks there. Through the grass as people try to take evasive maneuvers.
Ooh, that was a big lunge there from Dean Thompson. He wanted to get to the inside of Aiden Kirker. The door just closed and the air unsettled that car.
Look at Henderson, big move here to the inside in the 03 machine. And he make it stick. Thompson right on the door. No contact, hard but fair. He'll hold the position, settle into P5, and he'll take a little peek to the inside. Crispin, Kingcott side by side. Jackson Sims trying to set off after our race leader. Lane Jolie, Gabriel Lafrene kind of working their way up through the field together.
I'm talking about the hard charger up. I believe it's 26. Fitzgerald inside the top 10.
Having a phenomenal go of things in the 69 machine. Take a look at his progress. I think he's just been quite steady from 35th all the way up as high as P9 where he runs right now.
I was gonna say the same thing about Kingcott, but then I realized, oh wow, Fitzgerald had gone up more.
It's like, oh wow, 14 spots, good job. Look, I can't discount out Dana Moynihan plus 20, right? Ethan Ball plus 12, Packard from the back, up 15 spots. Chris Claude from 37th to 27th.
Wishing up 10. Like competing now, right outside the top 10.
How about we just, show you what we're talking about? Fitzgerald, Moynihan, Packard, right there. You have it, we'll use it. On board with this 69 machine right there, right in the back of the 67, almost. Looks to continue his progress. Actually, now plus 27. Oh, he gets into the wall there a little bit, though. 27 spots gained for Gavin Fitzgerald. It's phenomenal, Nashville. Not the easiest place in the world to pass. You got to work a long time to set it up. Take care of your stuff. Usually hope for a mistake or something as well. The guy in front to get out of shape. We'll sail on by. Work lap number 18 here of stage. Let's crank it up here for the first time. everyone made it up through that crank it up segment. Around there. And I think we're at the point, right, kind of with how Stage 1 went. We have the very early wreck in Stage 1. Same thing with Stage 2. But they have figured it out, and it should be a really good run to the end here.
Oh, we got cars going around.
Yeah,
I believe
should
that
have.
is
Gordon Smith,
29.
Pienta.
Yeah.
It's my fault for saying it. I should just
We are really just, we're on one.
like.
I mean, Dale cursed 2 drivers in one.
Like
I
he got
my
both the
1.
1 and the 8.
Yeah.
You got Lawton, and I got the overall the race itself between drivers that are normally very, like these two especially. I don't normally have to say, oh, there's an incident, but around they went. 57 nowhere to go. Brad Peters nowhere to go. Could have been a lot worse. Everyone will be able to continue. Josh Mertens will get your lucky dog there. But Joy, I mean, you take a look here. He got a great run off of 429, got loose. Looking low, high, and then, oh, he about hooked him there, but he was looking back to the low line. Just got in too hot. And it would have been okay, but Pienta nowhere to go. Not the biggest damage in the world for anybody, but it's a little aggressive there from the 08. Sure he'll regret that move. That'll be a pretty easy at fault. And one that you could have taken to the next corner. You had the momentum, so let it play out through 1 and 2. Pienta obviously going to come in. And a handful of others at the back. Could potentially be. Let's see what they want to do here. No tires for any of these guys just yet. But only there definitely for Aaron Mack. But only for the 71. 29, we know he needs to fix some damage. 35 coming back in. Refuel only as well for a lot of these guys. Pretty much everybody, looks like. Should get the 1 to go this time by. Smith got going. Minto's still got more damage to fix. Mertens back on the lead lap, still with a lot of damage to fix on that 35. He has the upcoming stage 2 break to also work on it.
I muted myself to cough, and I never unmuted, and I've been talking. Because
Mertens, I think, will put himself another lap down just to work on it, knowing that he's got the stage 2 break as well. So, got the lucky dog and said, thanks, but no thanks. This right rear is beat up. Need to work on this some more, guys. Get another minute in there.
So, my question was, did I miss under the last caution Lafrene and Moynihan taking tires? Because they were running lap times comparable to Madigan while battling to get inside the top 12.
So, I don't think so, because they all came in at the same time. 24 laps ago, so it should be all square there. They must have just figured...
So everyone...
Yeah, everyone came in together. Whether or not they saved a set, to be determined. Most of the guys look like they took tires, though. I don't think anybody's off sequence, but if you remember... Lafrene, he kind of figured a little something out from that pit stop. So he was just on the move naturally. Take a look at that chart.
I mean, yeah, he definitely figured something out. He was running lap times comparable to the leader.
We were watching him battle, out for 25th, 26th, 27th for most of stage 1, but he has figured it out here in stage 2. We'll restart 11th. 12th, excuse me. This time, Aiden Kirk are going to try and use that low line, that good restart from Madigan, to propel himself back to P2, much like Jackson Sims did at the start of Stage 2. It gets a little tight up underneath the 26, has to lift just a little bit. Sims will clear back to P2. Down, but now he's back to pit road. Looks like he almost might have sustained more damage, and there he is. Oh wait, he's back. He was blinking. I didn't see the damage on the right front that first time. I guess it was always there. He went out, did a lap, didn't feel like it was fixable. And
we're going to be 3 wide with a Frene, Wishing, and Moynihan. Frene smacked the wall out of 4.
Yeah, but Moynihan, Wishing, and LaFreniere had all kind of moved up together. That's going to be contact. Packard moving up. Ross Brockman right there. Everybody hang on, folks. More 3 wide into 3, it looks like. Towards himself out in 2 wide. Ethan Ball starting to move forward a little bit. McConville up to P20. Looking like McConville might have gotten a lot of damage fixed, and he's at least able to compete for something. But he didn't qualify the best. Qualified 31st. Say not the best, but that's, you know, pretty shocking for a guy as good as he was in points coming into tonight. Got the early damage on the front of the car, so really wasn't able to compete no matter what. But has now cracked the top 20 at least, so baby steps, still over half the race to go, obviously. But you see there, I mean, he really just never got anything going. Low as 35th. Ooh, 96 was sideways off of 2. Still sideways off of 2. And down the back straightaway. Wall.
This battle here between Chrisman and Brett Bennett. Been 2 times out of 4 there's been contact. But
King
Chrisman
Cott
able to make
the wall
pass.
a little bit. That's going to put him under some pressure from Moynihan. Moynihan continues to search of the top 10.
Ooh,
I heard somebody going around.
Right there,
that was Ethan Ball also in the wall.
Oh.
But Brockman, I don't know if he got any help or just missed it and slid way up the hill. He does catch it. We'll keep going, P19. Oh, and there goes LaFreniere. Don't come back up the track. Will stay green. Kept a decent amount of speed in it. Tires are shot.
I mean, he's not going to be happy about it, but, you know, good on him for keeping it straight.
Not making a bad situation worse. And comes out right in front of Ryan Honeycutt, and he dropped all the way back, and we haven't heard of him. He's just been kind of hanging out here. Not a whole lot going on. I mean, look at that timeline. Just been kind of stuck. After a great qualifying effort, but nothing to show for it in race trim right now. Battling for 28th right now. NASCAR is on the lead lap right here. Brandon Minto still with some problems. As he's got that heavy right front damage. Back of the car is mostly fixed up. That heavy right front damage at a track like this, that will impact the performance of the 12 machine pretty severely. And he'll look to go a lap down. Well, actually, I take it back. I forget we've done so many green flag laps. I just assumed we were still on our long run. He will not go a lap down because, the caution. But one more chance, guaranteed chance for him to work on that thing. But that's a lot of right front damage. Keith Black, he's still moving up. He got by Jeremy Brown a couple laps ago. He'll get Josh Mertens in 2. And I admire the heck out of that when people just refuse to give up. When car's in perfect working condition, I know he's now 12 laps down, but he's out here fighting, man. And that will have my respect every day of the week.
It's all he can do. He's gained spots from it, obviously.
Gained 2 spots.
And
What
as
more
long as
can you
Merton
do?
stays in the pits, he's going to get another.
On this next lap, he'll get 1 more, moving to 34th. And plus, it's the YJ Media Group. We love the free spots. Let's go. That's kind of our thing. If we get a free spot, we're gonna take it. That's really our. That's Corbin Simmons. I don't even know if we could call him behind the scenes.
Oh, Brockman having issues. I think he might have been a little contact there.
It's the second time 80's kind of been bent out of shape. He's on the low line here, below the apron. I don't see a whole lot of right side damage, but definitely not comfortable here as Lawton.
Oh, he got into the back of Yarnell, and then, yeah, someone got into the back of him.
All out of shape. A little bit of, tiniest bit of right rear damage there. Lawton slowly starting to climb back. Most of the damage looks fixed, but still a ways back for him. Madigan looking to sweep the stages, but he's got a lot of pressure behind him. And I mean a lot. Don't look back. Jackson Sims, Aiden Kirker. It's a second back to the top 7. Oh, and that, we were on Dean Thompson, and Gavin Fitzgerald was shoving him through turn 1. Holy jump scare. Said, I know they're close together, but holy cow. Good work there from the 60 to save that. Probably be happy he's only going to do 5 more laps on those tires as they took a big slide. And you kind of wonder, right, with how this race has played out, track position is going to be so vitally important, because what's to say that Jackson Sims couldn't get the clean air on the nose of that 26 and do exactly what the 66 is doing? Aiden Kirker did it for a long time, so I know for the reason the 66 got the lead, he was able to unseat Aiden Kirker. I know he's got a good car. Jackson Sims is right there. Aiden Kirker didn't drop off a cliff. He's right there as well, 4 car lengths back. So what's going to be the cat and mouse game, assuming we go green in stage 3? I'll be fascinated to see that. I hope it plays out. Brett Bennett. The top 9 have kind of left him alone, but he's got a convoy, 11th on back, as he tries to hold on to his stage point. For him, this is a solid run. He's 32nd in points. He's having a phenomenal night. And he's right behind here. Trent Curtis made the race, did not start there. He'll pass him on points. Alex Princeton not here tonight. He should be able to get him, so he's looking to move back towards the top 30, regardless on if he keeps this final point or not. Bo Ruff, Burkett trying to climb up. So on and so forth. Guys have something to race for everywhere. Bennett holding really tough. Moynihan got out of shape. Here comes Kincott. We work, 1 lap to go here. As the battle for second intensified, Madigan, that's all he needs to see calm, cool, and collected. We got a handful of battles to settle over the next 4 corners. Henderson to the inside. Sims should have a good run. Slight lap traffic ahead they shouldn't catch. Gonna go down to the final corner here in stage 2 for second. Chrisman right there. Looks like Thompson's gonna hold off. Bennett's gonna hold 10th, and Madigan gets it. And Sims at the line will get P2. Yellow is out. Phenomenal racing there at the end of stage 2.
Another Sims P2.
It's gotta be the most common result of anything.
I mean, you do take those.
Has to be. Oh,
It is just
absolutely
stage
you'll take
plays,
those.
right? Like,
yes.
but man, it's funny that it happens so often.
Absolutely.
Like, if I had a nickel for every time Justin finished second in the stage, I'd have quite a few nickels.
So this one, you get 3 sets. If you're one of the few guys that saved a set, you'll take it here. And if you were aggressive in stage 1, I imagine you're aggressive in stage 2. Just simply because, right, all of a sudden you look up and we're, less than 100 to go. You can split it pretty well in half, 50-50, like pretty much the stages were. Here comes everybody. Should be 4 and fuel. Beg your pardon? That out right now. Everybody on pit road freaked out. Back position going to be super, super important. Good stop from everybody. Sims was trying. He was really trying to get it. Erker will end up +2, though. That's nice for him. He'll get that third starting spot. Good work there. Work by the crew. Shortest time in the top 10. It looks like 14.4. Well done for the 76 crew. John Wilco. Look at that. Going to be fuel only. 7.9. He's going to go... It's weird. It's aggressive in the fact that you want 2 sets of tires to attack with, but it's like it's weird. You're conserving to be aggressive late. It's I guess it's just the alternate strategy is what it is. Nobody stayed out on the racetrack. What you see there is how they came in and out. Kirker came in 5th, got to 3rd. Henderson 3rd to 4th, Lindgren 4th to 5th, so on and so forth. And that'll change as they obviously get lined up and go side by side a little bit. Oh, Wilco actually going to come back and then take tires a second time around. I think he realized the entire field took tires. So maybe I don't want to... Yeah, so that's 4 for him. He does not want to be going a lap down this late in the going, so... Fair enough. Have an extra lap of fuel as well. Nobody will make it from here. One more stop required for everybody no matter what. Pretty consistent on the tires tonight, I would say. Pretty consistent. Race car is off.
Here we go.
Stage 3 about to get underway. Great launch. 76 will try and follow it up, but look at this. 3 up top, about to push each other off into turn 1. Anderson slides up just a bit. Nearly 3 wide. Thompson essentially pushing Zach Lindgren down the front stretch. Walker Thomas almost to the back of Elliott Henderson. Big further back. Packard, Wishin, McConville up inside the top 15. As Yarnell gets really loose off of turn number 2. They're battling even further back. Lawton trying to progress inside the top 25. Take a peek there underneath Aaron Mack. Jordan Smith trying to recover from a wreck. Fernie got to pass a lot of cars again. He's had an up and down night. battling for every spot available to us, except for poor Brandon Minto, who's still got that big right front damage.
Ooh,
Oh,
got a
we're
caution.
going around. It's going to be Brandon Muir. Oh, and Chris Cloud nowhere to go. Brockman nowhere to go. Let's see how this starts.
What in the world is this?
Arnell just walks it up the track, catches the 71. Corey Burkett nowhere to go. Chain reaction. Jordan Smith, Lawton, and Claude. Brockman at the death there. What happens? We know Yarnell the lap before had gotten really loose off a 2. Honeycutt's going to take him 3. Does he just sail the corner? 89 hits the apron. No net code. The 59 just kind of walks it up the hill. Well, is there a little net code? Yes. No net code between the 89 and the 55, which is what I was worried about. But right there, Arnell maybe wouldn't have hit the 71. Right into the path of a handful of cars. Nothing doing. Keith Black, man, he's coming. He is literally only man a lap down. He's 10 down now. We hit dusk, twilight, whatever you want to call it. Big fan of the fight. Paint scheme looks good too every week, the 87. Love to see it. Although I will say I did have Raising Cane's at the Rolex 24 this year. Caniac combo didn't really go crazy for it, you know. Wasn't anything too special. Honestly. Like Zaxby's, honestly, I thought was better.
Zaxby's is better.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, and Zaxby's is considered just like whatever, you know. But Raising Cane's did not do it for me.
Popeyes clears it anyways.
I don't know what it is, but all the Popeyes here are just like disappointed that I come in to get food. Like, let's see how long.
That's all Popeyes.
But like,
I don't know if you know that's all Popeyes.
I don't know. It's just like, especially here, it's like we're gonna make this take a long time.
Like
All the
Waffle House
time.
gets the reputation for being the place where the servers will fight you. I think people like it.
No,
For some
like,
reason, it's not there for people when it's like Popeyes. They will just beat you. If you are an inconvenience to them, they will just beat you. But that's why the food's so good.
I'll say this much though: if a Waffle House server is gonna fight you, you deserved it. I will say that wholeheartedly. You deserved it, right? I'll whatever you did, it's your fault. Whatever they said you did it. It's Waffle House. I'm taking their side 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah, I've never felt welcome into a Popeyes, but the food's always been great.
Listen, I'm a Bojangles kind of guy. It's bow time. They don't actively, you know, look for ways to make my visit worse. However, the biscuit does try to kill you. I mean, looks like Burton's.
That's also a Popeyes biscuit.
That's fair. But Zachary ain't got like a biscuit. They got the Texas toast, but that biscuit from Bojangles is bow time, baby. It's time for the restart as well. 6 caution of the night. 4 incidents, 2 stage breaks. But with lengthy green flag runs in between all of them, except for the most recent one. And the final 88 laps here, next time by. But I imagine it's gonna pick up a little bit more. Take less give. Reach lap 100, double digits, 88 to go. And it'll go by fairly quick if they go green. I mean, stage 1, instant caution, and then bam, it was done. Cars in the wall there. Moynihan, how aggressive do you want to go? He could have had a shout at 3 wide, stays with it though. Look at Mike McConville, P11. Where did he come from? As the track just looks really good under the time of day we're in right now. I'm appreciating it.
You know what we got last week whenever the fog hit and you couldn't see the thing.
Yeah, I mean, this rolled in straight out of the horror movie. Ooh, that was tight between Brad Peters and Packer. I thought he was going to get hooked. Might have unsettled Packard there a little bit. He goes up way high, loses the spot. And here comes Ryan Honeycutt trying to pick up the pieces. Remember that he qualified inside the top 5, and he's like, wait a minute. There was speed somewhere. Oh, Crispin! Hang on to it. As everybody scatters, looks like him and Bennett might have got into it. 3 wide behind him. He still comes out ahead. Everyone behind him's like, wait, we got to slow down. He saved it. He's trying to escape. Look at the mess that it's caused. This stack-up effect. Everyone tries to get what they can get here. 85 to go. Tony, you don't see guys use that apron because there's not a lot down there, and it's very unsettling. It will just shoot you out if you're not careful. Sims big dive there to secure 3rd. Walker Thomas around the outside of Lindgren. Gavin Fitzgerald trying to follow. He does get to that left rear corner. He should be able to drag him back a little bit down the front stretch. Yes. He might have a good run here off turn 2. Big move on the entry, though. Lindgren to the throttle first. Nearly contact. 69 a little loose off of 2. Gets the draft, though. Pulls half a car length in front. Heads to turn number 3. Lindgren drives it in deep. And first back to the throttle for the 85. 67 and 69 in the wall. Still side by side. Lindgren trying to hold position. He almost had it there. Fitzgerald finally clears. Hard fought pass to move into the top 5. 30 spots gained.
Ooh, Crispin's going around.
Into the fence there. I don't see a whole lot of damage. Yellow is out.
What in the world? I mean, it starts with Crispin. He just gets sent around by Money, and he almost saves it, too.
One-hand
Yeah,
good run. He's looking.
Save it.
Yeah, one-hand just gets him. Look at it. He's got that thing fully to the right. At some point, got to correct it back. What a phenomenal job from Joshua Crispin. That is phenomenal. I said that a lot tonight, but that's the adjective of the week, I suppose. But there's been some good racing. Some would say phenomenal. This was a phenomenal save. He's got that thing full lock to the right. However, he's coming back around. Don't overcorrect. Snap to the left. And then lock it down. Does not hit a thing. Yarnell does a nice job there to woe it up, not run into him.
Man, it's kind of like the that Jimmy Johnson save, I think it was
The
all those years
Dover,
ago,
yeah.
where he went
Shouldn't
all the way
have-
around. But
Really, that's one that most people do not save. And we got a lot of
Yeah.
takers, actually. I imagine this might be just a fuel stop. But Bennett's going to come all the way down. What do we got here? Don't see any tires for most of these guys. Bennett was the first one to come in. 6 seconds. It's going to be fuel only for the lot of them. Bow Rough, yep, just a long, that was a long fuel stop, but a fuel stop nonetheless. I don't know. See, that fuel stop specifically, I don't know that that does a whole lot for you. It's one of the ones I, at the beginning of the race, oh, I just want to be at the back. I'll take fuel, whatever. That one, you're just on the edge of making it, about 8 laps or so. I'd stay out and get that track position at that point. Did Keith Black not get the lucky dog that time? Or did he not? He had an incident avoiding that wreck, potentially. Yeah, because what? Saving 7 laps? That is a tall task. That was 68 to 72. 72's on the high range, and then we're going to be 79 to go. Not that it was you lost 20 spots, but just a handful here and there that I wouldn't want to lose in the final stage if I didn't have to. Curious, this second place has been kind of trading back and forth between the 26 and the 76. And it's almost been based on who restarts third that can get the launch when Madigan goes. We'll see if that happens again here. Good chance of it. As that was 67 that did not get going. Oh boy, that's probably not gonna be good. Oh, we got another one. Cautions breeding cautions. On the restart, I saw that out of the corner of my eye, and that was Dean Thompson just running up the hill. He goes and gets Walker Thomas. Just taking a move there on the 69, then hits the apron and just comes all the way up. Gets the 67 up into the fence, then back down into Lafrene, and there's Claude nowhere to go. Tried to make a move late as the 67 was coming down. Nothing doing there. And then we have a second one, Jared Wishin. And it's kind of the chain reaction there. Henderson into the back of Lindgren in front of a host of cars in poor McConville. Wishing gets clipped. That's tough if you're McConville. You're fighting back and finally getting up into the top 10. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm curious again one more time here from let's look at it. 67 does not get going whatsoever. Thompson takes a peek, nothing really there. Apron and all the way up the hill. And chain reaction everywhere behind. I don't even understand how this happens week in and week out, because I literally launched it during qualifying. I don't understand at this point what Trading Paints is on. Like, I sincerely don't know what else to do. I've launched it before the race. I launch it during qualifying tonight. I don't know what else to do. But, like, I loaded it in the session. I made a point. Don't open it. We'll load in, and then we'll grab everybody's paint scheme.
What's funny is, like,
I'm sick of it.
Mine works perfectly fine.
So does mine, just never the first time. I guess maybe mine doesn't work. I don't know. Somebody just blew a motor. pit road.
Sounds like a spot for Keith Black.
Was it? Well, Mertens already blew his motor, though. Who is this? Akin? No, I couldn't tell you. Guess we'll figure out. Well, whatever it is, it takes a long time, and you're like one of the last cars to load in here. Oh, wait, it didn't even update that much. Did it even update? I don't even... Oh. I honestly couldn't tell if it updated. Wild. Anyone else's scheme change in the back? Was it? Oh, don't tell me it was for McConville. Somebody's motor blew. I heard it. It popped. Here we go. Back underway. This time, Kirker holds his position on the outside there. Walker Thomas still on pit road, as is McConville, so I'd say it's one of those two. Obviously. Next caution, though, would put us under a place where you could make it on fuel. Moynihan really loose off there, off 4. Brad Peters up the hill a little bit. We're going to be 3 wide here on the exit turn number 2. Kind of a staggered 3 wide there. Backward through the middle. Oh, what a save from Packard. Oh my goodness.
That's a good thing you refreshed trading paints. That man's now on the big screen.
Crispin fighting back. He's through the middle. Looking to crack back into the top 10. Here's Aaron Mack. He's plus 19. He's fighting here. Coming to 72 laps to go. Yarnell nearly into the side of him. No contact, though. We are all good. Side by side at 3 and 4. Back tight on the door. Yarnell. Oh, into the wall. It's 2 laps in a row these guys have gotten squirrely off before. Last lap it was Yarnell. This lap it was because of Mack. There's contact again. You wonder how long they can keep this up before they overstep the line. Again, side by side with 3 and 4. Third time's a charm, no contact. No resolution on the spot. 31, big send there on the outside. And he'll hold position there, nicely done. Honeycutt with a big send to the inside of Jordan Smith, right behind that. Battles away for 16th, trying to finish that pass, and Jordan Smith will cut him a break. Zach Linder in the first car, 1 lap down. Hoping for another yellow. 28 on the lead lap. Gavin Fitzgerald, how about this? 32 spots. All the way from 35th position. into the top 10 before halfway. Now half a second behind the race lead.
You gotta wonder if that qualifying time was an actual attempt or maybe just messed up in qualifying.
I'll pull it up the hard way. Results, no laps. When I go to qualifying, 30.6. So
Man.
everyone still needs one more pit stop. And I just wonder when everyone's going to want to, you know, we still got some pretty aggressive racing right now. I'm not going to say we're getting like pit stops tonight, but is that something you even consider to try and maintain this track position, knowing that if a caution comes out 15 laps later, you're done and dusted, or, you know, they pitted all on lap 90. Majority of the couple came in most recent caution, but you still have about 35 laps to make.
Oh, we're about to... That 10 machine checked up on the front stretch. I thought he was about to go around. There was contact between him and the 95.
So Claude got a lot of left front damage, and he's a bit off the pace here. Lindgren will actually catch him. And that'll be... He's the next car in line, not the 71, but he even has a little bit of damage, but Claude has way more. So Lindgren back into the lucky dog position, and something must have happened, because that left front does not look stable. Gabriel Lafrene to pit road. All that was going on. Heath Black will gain another spot. Lead continues to be stable, about 2 to 3 car lengths.
Got my odds. Actually, I was gonna say on the battle you're watching, Honeycutt and Aaron Matt. Really want to know what was going, like what the call was from Honeycutt to do what he did in that first stage to almost go a lap down.
That is up here racing in the top 15. Let's just take a look at it, right? I mean, straight down, kind of rock bottom at 34th, then spent, you know, most of his time just riding around in 25th. Into stage 2, and now shooting back up. Caught up in that caution, has to go back, get the repairs, and now charging back up again. Makes me wonder what his true pace was tonight. Still have some time to figure that out. There's Claude to pit road. Obviously to deal with that damage on the 10 machine. And looks like he'll take a set of tires here. And try and get to the end and pick up any spots where he can salvage any. At least try and stay ahead of Keith Black. Lawton will get him on the next lap. We know Claude will continue as long as he's not required to serve a meatball flag or a penalty, so once... Oh, Sims into the wall there. Lawton gets around him there. Everyone's scrapping for points where they can. Honeycutt continues to be on the move. He is 4.5 seconds off the race lead. Not saying he's going to get there, but he has got some good pace in this car right now. Take a look at the last 5. Here, no surprise, your race leader, fastest average lap time, Fitzgerald, Kirker. I mean, it's pretty much stable among the top 5. Honeycutt continuing his climb. Let's take a look here on the last lap itself. Ross Blockman actually had the best time. Back in 21st, Kingcott, Sims, Madigan. Honeycutt still charging forward, so good speed around those he's racing with, which is obviously still very important. Honeycutt to P12. He's got Ethan Ball right in front of him. He's had a nice charge up this field. Moynihan has as well. Jolie. Take a look at Gavin Fitzgerald. Just ridiculous. He did actually qualify. It's not that he's, I'm going to fall back on my points. He's like, I'm going to get out here, lay down a 30.6, put me back all the way in 35th, and we'll go from there. Look at this battle. 56 to go. You think it's 5 to go. Honeycutt getting the best of everybody in this.
And he clearly has the pace. I don't know why he put himself so far back.
Seen out of the Incredibles. Don't win by too much or they'll suspect you're a superhero. So just get a P10 or something. And we're super excited that he got second. Oh! Yarnell into the back of Jolie, and that could have been so much worse. Glenn will take a breath, re-rack, and try again.
Kind of funny getting the comment from a Conville saying, we got the car to be so dang good, it felt like a race-winning car, and I just had to break the news to him that Dale picked him to win.
Yeah. And that's interesting. He had that early damage. They ultimately got it fixed, and he was up, I think, peaked at about 10th place before finally getting KO'd there. Henderson makes the pass. Kingcott trying to charge, and Brad Peters says, I'd like to have a piece of this too. Maybe not. Thompson around the outside. Oh, Henderson, did he get clipped or did he just get sucked around there? Thompson right back into P5. Kingcott under pressure here. A little bit of contact between those two.
I think we have to ask the question, does Dale now start earning a salary since he's got the commentator's curse? He's obviously part of the team now.
He had an impact on tonight's race.
Start the college fund early.
Uh-huh.
Or I guess race car fund. Little dude wants a race car.
About this, Keith Black going to end up puffing out at least a top 30 tonight. What you need to be top 30 in points, so at a bare minimum you have to start in 30th and then go from there. Conville, after a 15-minute pit stop, has left pit road, and he'll dispatch of Walker Thomas in one lap and move from 34th to 33rd. Race car bet will do. This group's still going at it. You got two different groups right now. 4 right here. 4 right here. And 5 right there, I guess, as Pienta arrives on the scene. Pienta is now right there. He's like, all right, yep. You guys are all going side by side, swapping the lead, swapping positions. Look how much of a better run he's getting. He's been able to kind of run on his own for a little bit. Got a great run off forward. He should clear the 96. He does. Move Jeremy Pienta up into the 17th position, and he's not done yet. Because these guys have been fighting hard for a handful of laps. Wide right in front of him, though, it looks like. Oh, my goodness. Pienta says thank you very much. 3 spots in the last 2 laps. Cannot argue with that. Looking to make it 4. He has got something here. Jared Wishon right behind this. Donovan Boruff about a second back saying, keep it up. Wait for me. Wishon I'm surprised by tonight, honestly. The 57. Squabbles with the 08. Mac actually going to give him a little bump, help him out. Didn't want to take it 3 wide. 7. He was clear. Still might be. 08 hits the wall, and he will get clear. Very nicely done from Jeremy Pienta over the last couple of laps. Back here, we left about 5 laps ago. Nothing has changed. Henderson and Dean Thompson side by side. As I think the lap cars have realized that they're all coming out of the pits. And they're like, wait a minute. I want to get my spot. Lafrene got his 12 minutes of damage fixed. McConville's trying to run him down. Not going to be able to do so. Black made
Anderson and Dean Thompson being and banging down the front stretch, by the way. Some animosity there.
And Minto going to go down in all of this. He already has. Oh, boy. Y'all better chill out. Hinkot going to pass both of you. That car stays out of the way. Chrisman has caught this battle. Thompson didn't quite get the runoff he would have wanted. Ryan Honeycutt to pit road. More contact. Brad Peters is coming. Lindgren is in.
Yes.
His final stop did not get that caution that he needed. Thompson, a hard pass for P5. Looks like he overdrove it a little bit. Henderson, I think, is going to use him up a little bit.
Crispin is loving this. He's just looking for a way around. So is Kingcott.
Got to be careful, though, that it doesn't kick off. Yeah, this Thompson, he's going to drive it in hard on the entry. He'll sacrifice the exit a little bit on both ends of the track. He gets really loose there. His tires are starting to give up. Does not have a whole lot left. I wouldn't be surprised to see him pit if he loses this position, but he is making it tough. Crispin might make it 3 wide on him. He will. 3 wide. It says, thank you very much. All your squabbling. I'm going to send it off in here. And he'll back out of it.
Thompson.
Lafrene on fresh tires. Says, all right, I'll just leave real quick. Don't mind me. How about this? This is a... Look at the run that Crispin's getting. He's not out of this. I mean, my goodness. Packard's right there. Oh, and like that, it's done. He was fighting so
aggressive
hard.
On entry.
Didn't have anything left to keep it out of the fence. Oh, don't tell me he's going to come back. He almost got there. He's like, man, I wasn't done yet. I say when. God, you can't have that spot. Look at this. Jordan Smith's on scene. And, yeah. Ethan Ball to pit road.
Peters had a little issue there.
Curious, what does this do?
Curious, what does this do when you hearing out of your commentators?
So this will tell me kind of the time overall from the guy's last pit sequence. So we'll just hide this and we'll pop it up. Assuming these guys can keep it clean for this fight specifically, we might get some green flag pit stops in a couple of laps. Maybe about 10? There's 40 to go. It's a lap 90. Couple of cautions in there, so maybe 15. But we saw Honeycutt
Dean
come into
Thompson
pit.
might be coming in this time, yeah.
I actually don't hate that call whatsoever, right? Because he was the one that lost out on those spots. Jordan Smith right with him. He had just caught the tail end of that battle. And he says, you know what? I caught it because they were fighting. Let me bolt on a set of tires, and I'll come out ahead of them. So let's see who responds.
Yeah, Dean Thompson there, he was getting super aggressive protecting.
Chrisman's
here
coming
comes Fitzgerald
in. And a host of others. Fitzgerald, Sims, Henderson, Chrisman. 4 in right there. Oh, did Thompson get a penalty? No, it was just a slower stop. 16.2. That'll be reflected once we get back around. Once the cycle is overall complete, we'll have them pop up when they come in. Cycle's not done, so there's no point in showing that. Next lap in, who's coming? Peters, Packard, anyone from this group?
Oh, here comes Kingcott.
And look at them. They're nailing the entry here. Very nicely done.
Still our 2 leaders. Well, Madigan and Kirker. 1-2. Still out there.
Foley and Muir also in. 2-second lead for Madigan. 37 to go. Got to feel pretty confident about his long run pace at this point. Honeycutt on fresh tires flying on through. He's going to be one of the ones that'll kind of artificially inflate up this running order. Yarnell in. Stop there from the Moynihan crew. Want to catch. This is a semi. I'd classify this as a pretty difficult. I said semi-difficult. I think it's difficult, this pit entry. Packard, he had to come from the middle. He had to get it woed up there. He's coming in. He's got an early box. This will be his final stop of the night. Most everybody only has the one set left. .3 seconds. A bit of a slow stop there from Packard. Honeycutt's looking to jump a lot of these guys, and he has. He jumped Sims, Fitzgerald, Henderson, Thompson with his slower stop, 16.2. He came in first. Slow stop, though. Ended up behind them all anyways. And Mack is in. Jordan Smith, new fastest lap of the race with his fresh tires. Temperatures are lower, more grip out there, and he's flying. But I think Madigan and Kirker had the field covered, mostly. So even at this point, they should be able to pit when they want. Still maintain the race lead. Good stop from Aaron Mack. 14.4 McConville. Gonna come in for that last set of tires, try and salvage what he can. Thompson running some quick laps. Smith, fastest lap of the race. I thought guys would try and go all the way to 160, but
We still might see some.
you pitted at 111, right? Take a look at this. These guys continue to go a while. Wishin and Brockman and Jet and Wilco. Specifically Jared Wishin. I wonder how long he could stretch this a good bit. And really put the pressure on these guys should a caution come out late. So if I'm Wishin, right, this has not been your best race tonight. You've been right around 20th, maybe top 15 car at times. Just run it out. Do the Zane Smith, right?
Ooh, we got Madigan in. Aiden Kirker still going.
Go to the lead of the race, and then if caution comes out in 2 laps even, right? That's 2 laps fresh tires for Kirker, so I think you're a comfortable second at this point. Wishing it. See, I would have gone longer. I would have. I think if you're Brockman or Pienta, definitely have nothing to lose. Especially if you can get Kirker to bite. Because then you got fresher tires than him, too. I think you hold out as long as you can, trying to win that lottery. Because look at what fresh tires will do. Good old Keith Black. He's out here charging, man. Unlap himself here. The hard way. They're wishing 14.6. Kirker continues to go. Because I think Kirker's like, yeah, I got a guaranteed second. I think that's what he realizes. He's like, I really am comfortable with where, you know, my positioning is. So why not try and stretch it? A caution comes out, you get 5, 10 lap fresher tires than Madigan and put him under a lot of pressure. Top 7 have stayed out on the racetrack. If you look at this, though, I mean, even Brockman, Bennett, Jett, Wilco can go a long ways to the end of this. So when do
I
you
think
pull
we're
the
getting
trigger?
Kirker backing
Yep.
it up.
There he comes. Final stop of the night. Don't speed. Money stop time. And so really, he's made his bed. Jeremy Pienta will take over the lead of this race right here. He'll lead his first lap tonight. And at this point, you are absolutely committed to running it dry. There is no reason to pit at this point. You got 21 seconds on Jackson Sims. And just go with that, right? Yeah, they might even get back by you, but you could still keep going, not be a lap down, pit under a caution if you're lucky enough to get one. Right? Because even at this moment, Aiden Kirker would be a lap down, or very close to it. And he'd be the lucky dog and restart the tail end of the field. Say, he is a lap down. And almost wasn't the lucky dog as Packard. A phenomenal run here. Trying to challenge. So I say, let's look at it like this. I think for the purpose of the guys that are on the regular strategy, the full cycle is complete. So let's just take a look here what we're showing. And Madigan had a phenomenal on and off. Then Kirker, which... Well, no surprise there, through 1 and 2. They had really good stops. I mean, 3 seconds over Honeycutt, Lindgren, 2 seconds over, there's McConville, Chrisman, 2 seconds over him. So you kind of sort it by position. But the outlap was calculated well. Nevertheless, we're by the time. So Madigan had the best in-lap pit lane time. I mean, that's...
I wonder if it's because their outlap started with them still on pit road.
Oh, because they had it behind the line or something.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Because this is when they came into pit. So look at it like this. This is where they pitted from. Madigan pitted from the lead and actually had the best, sequence. So Claude ended up getting up to 5th, then pitted. Or last pitted from... Yeah, so it's interesting because guys pitted at different times. I put it at lap 125 from the 5th position, so that's what that means. McConville put it from 6th and then got wrecked. So it's not a perfect science, but it helps tell a little bit more of a story. Corey Burkett's in. Continues to lead. 20 laps to go. Taking a look. And he would have to go 81 laps. And if you're Brockman or Bennett, if you were full saving the entire time, you wouldn't even be up as far as you were anyway. So none of the top 4 can stretch it. They just want to caution, bolt on a set of tires that nobody else has, and have a 4-way fight for the race win. That's what they want to do. And they could keep going for several laps. So, obviously at this point, a lot of guys have unlapped themselves, but it'd be a 20-lap difference the other way around. So, they'd have the tires anyways.
Yeah, and at this point, like, you literally don't come in unless it is sputtering.
Yeah. No point. Yeah, if you're Rich, oh no, I got passed, and I still haven't. Okay, that's fine. Caution comes out next lap. You'll still finish ahead of Joseph Madigan. Well, he's got 10 lap tires. That might be a tough pass. He's been but there is a limit. Jackson Sims, by the way, is the net leader of this race because he came in 8 laps before, and he is 3 seconds up the road. However, you see here the 8-lap difference in tires between Fitzgerald and Madigan. Madigan makes pretty good work here. He should complete this pass. Well, maybe not. What do I know? Fitzgerald's helping Jackson Sims here. This is nice.
It's definitely not going to be easy for Madigan.
Yeah, Madigan has to make this pass and get up there and go chase after Sims. Aiden Kirker pitted 4 laps after Madigan. He's 4 seconds behind this. What's encouraging is Madigan gained 2 tenths there while side by side. So if he can get clear, he would resume running him back down, and he's just slowly working at it. There, that's a big pass. 2.7 to Jackson Sims. He sees Brett Bennett in between him. There's this guy's just cutting up through traffic. And this is how we could get a caution, guys, on different strategies. The closing speed is going to be massive. Rich Jett ran a 32.8 last lap for Honeycutt, a 31.8. It's a second. It's about a second and a half for guys that are in clean air. You can see Rich Jett is just, it doesn't feel good.
This battle between Crispin, Thompson, Kirker's now in it. Like, we know Thompson likes to get it deep to these corners.
Kirker's right there, fresher tires in both of these guys. Knows he needs to get up there if he wants that P2 back. He's actually running out of time. He's 7 seconds back from Jackson Sims and stuck in a quagmire. Madigan has cleared Bennett 2.3. I think we got a chance to use this, don't we? Do we have it?
Ooh, they are still fighting.
I'm trying to do a couple things here. I know they're about to just, wreck each other and change the complete dynamic of this race.
Yeah, it's gotta be right here.
Let's do this actually, because this is race defining here. If they overstep, 3 wide. I don't imagine Kirker wants to lift too much here. Oh boy,
yeah,
there it
is.
Bam, Dean Thompson into the wall.
They kept it
very straight.
Thompson just gonna pull in.
Man. Wow, they got away with that one. Madigan doesn't know it, but thank you very much is what Joseph Madigan will say when he sees what just happened right there. And it's not over by any means. Man, that should have been it, right? Another inch, and he's hooked into the wall. Too slow. Caution comes out. man.
Here we are, 12 to go.
All right, so now let's look at this. Let's just double check this, right? Far ahead, show with catch. Gaining in 8 laps. It'll be a little closer than what Madigan would have wanted, but 9 laps, actually. He's going to have to get on the horn here. Could Jackson Sims steal one? Pienta pits. That tells me Brockman can only go about 4 more laps. Catching 9 laps with 11 to go. Okay, you can see the fresher tires here. For Madigan, Sims will have the clean air. However, he does have to get by Ross Brockman. I imagine he'll want to make this send right here, not lose any time. Brockman very respectful. Madigan will have to close in here. This is a great lap for him here. Catching 2 laps, so... Oh, wait. Oh, because it's switched to Brockman. That's right. Need to switch to the race leader. Catching 6, 7 laps with 10 to go. So we're going to have a battle for the race win here. Absolutely. Jackson Sims wants to get up here and steal one. Meanwhile, still a lot to be decided back here. A couple guys begging for the caution. And if we get one, it changes the dynamic again. Gap is 1 second. 9 to go. Catch him in 4 laps. So that was a big lap. Or Joseph Madigan will have to deal with lap traffic passing him, though. And so will Sims. They both will have to deal with it as drivers that waited super late will get back by. Unlap themselves. Gap within a second. They'll wash up here a little bit in the dirty air.
As we wait for this battle to really form, I want to give one final shout out to Keith Black. I mean, he, 8 spots gained.
He'll gain. He'll pass Dean Thompson. If he runs every lap to the end, he will break out of the top 30. How about that for him?
And he might get Minto. Minto's in as well.
Wow.
There's 2 spots on the table.
Catch in 3 laps with 8 to go. 8 lap difference in tires. We can take off. Is he going to catch him or not? Because he's in the same camera shot. Sims into the fence. I'll say this much. Ross Brockman, he's P5. Even if a caution comes out, right? With this late in the going, I don't think you have enough time because everyone's going to stay out minus you and like 3 others. So it's a tough one. Yeah, Wilco's in. He pitted the same lap as Brockman. Brett Bennett's still going. He pitted at 111. Only a handful left. And they were just about right. I mean, they would have had the amount of time, too, that they needed because that Dean Thompson wreck, that brings out a caution pretty much every day in real life. But here we go. But a 5 to go. How much will Sims defend this, knowing he's got the older tires? Can hold him up for a lap. Get it to 5 to go.
He's doing a little bit of blocking there.
But not overtly. He's like, hey, wait a minute. I might, sneak this P2. At least make him, pinch him down there. Make him throttle up. Try and beat you. Rich Jet finally gives it up. He holds him off for another lap. But a 4 to go. I imagine Madigan wants to be very patient with this. Get the good run. Sail on by. Looks like he's got a good run here. To the inside. 4 laps to go. Sims will try and keep him pinched down there. 8 lap fresher tires for that 66. This is what he'll need. He's going to be even with him, and he can make a big send down into 3. This is what he wanted. Just gained little by little. Coming to 3 laps to go. Sims hanging way tougher, though. Coming to 3 to go.
I think it's going to call into question if Sims potentially, started saving when he realized Madigan was going to catch him no matter what. Just wanted to have a little... Oh, look at me. Easy
Contact, right, and that... Oh, man. That'll help, right? That little bit of contact. I think he gets him anyways. He was working, but he's like, listen, I'm gonna get out the way here a little bit. I know you're benching me, so let's just a slight little bump. You won't have the grip to hold it, and he'll make that pass. Coming to 2 laps to go. Talk about timely. Way later than I thought it would be.
A fight back here with
Kirker, yeah. I mean, he's
Fitzgerald,
not
and
going to get back to P2.
He might not get to P3. He's still fighting.
How
with
about
Fitzgerald.
Ross Brockman? He pitted 111. If he got a lap of fuel, he's going to sneak something here. And that tells me our fuel estimate was way off. Because look at Brockman. 75 laps. He's going to stretch this sucker. If he can go one more lap, white flag race is official for Joseph Madigan. Sims was trying his hardest. There's the fight in the background there. Henderson from Fitzgerald from Kirker. Kirker has the freshest tires of them all, but might not matter. But Madigan, dominant, swept the stages and wins the race. Congratulations, Sims. Henderson holds him off. Fitzgerald, then Kirker. Jordan Smith. Moynihan. Oh, Brockman is out. Oh, he was. Oh, that is so mean. Brett Bennett made it, though, so somebody else carried the 111 banner. How about that? Brockman will sneak a top 20, I think, right there. Yep, 19. Respect for going for it, though. I didn't think that's 76 laps. That's a heck of a time there.
I mean, it's funny. He beats out Pienta.
Right?
Yeah.
By 2 seconds. Madigan really coming into form here. I mean, absolutely dominated last week at Charlotte. And he has gone back to back.
I was going to say, it's not much different today.
Definitely had to work for this
60.
one as well, though. Absolutely had to work for it.
Another P2 for Jackson Sims.
Man. Just stacking those points. No complaints from him. He's got a race win at Kansas, too. So, I mean, he's got the win. He's just stacking stage points and stage points and stage points. He'll make up a tiny bit of ground here, I imagine, on Aiden Kirker and Henderson. And definitely on Walker Thomas. Finishes P34. So, it's going to be it's going to be a battle for the points. This is how they entered tonight. Let me show you what we're talking about really quick. I mean, it's Henderson might have. Oh, it's gonna be super close. That's your top 20 in point. On Wilco with that win. How thrilling that was at Vegas. But the points, as we get closer and closer to the chase, going to be very interesting down the stretch. Ryan Honeycutt, yeah, with that top 10 after all of that. P8, actually, very nicely done. You can get your podium drivers. Bam. All right, let's get him. With your race winner, second week in a row, Joseph Madigan in the 66. Congratulations on the back-to-back.
Thank you. Luckily we went green to the end there and got lucky with no yellows during the green flag pit cycle. Got a lot of yellows during that because it was really messy, but looked out on that and didn't think I was going to be able to catch him back up there. I was, I think, down to like 15th, but yeah, kind of lucked out there, and Sims put on a good battle. Yeah,
he had the 8-lap fresher tires there at the end, but he definitely made you work for it. Only got the pass done with coming to 2 laps to go.
Yeah, it was tight. He certainly gave me a run for my money, but he raced me clean and fair. I feel like if anything, I raced him a little dirty. I kind of bodied him, but I had the nose ahead into one, and it was either into one or into three, and felt like I kind of bodied him. But so I already apologized, but hopefully he knows that's not how I like to race. But oh, there goes my engine. Um, and yeah, it was a good battle with Kirker there at the beginning too. So yeah, well, I clean race at the front.
Yeah, so you kind of sat behind Kirker there for about the first half, stage one, able to get him going towards the end, about 15 to go. Win stage one, win stage two. Um, Kind of like last week though, Charlotte, you had those good battles. Um, I think though the car got better as the night went on. You were starting to pull away right before that sequence of green flag pit stops to run to the end.
Yeah, Card, especially in stage one, kind of following Kirker, seeing what he was not doing and just kind of driving straighter off, saving my tire, and was able to take advantage and pass him there. And then once I got the lead, it drove really good. So um, once the lights came on and the rubber was built into the track, it felt really good, especially having that 8 lap pressure tire at the end there. That was really nice. Giving me that turn and just letting me kind of get after it because I'm a lot better getting after it than I am for driving defensive. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, congratulations on the back to back, really coming into form here, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
I think just shout out to the JR TCR guys, everyone over there. Shout out to my other teammates Ryan and Dean. Um, Everyone racing me clean. You guys putting on the broadcast and everybody watching, mom, grandpa, and yeah.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again, and we'll see you next week at Pocono. Or 2 weeks,
All
Pocono.
right, so,
Yep.
sounds good. Thank you.
With your runner up tonight, Jackson Sims. And I got to tell you, the most common result has to be in the league is a Jackson Sims P2. Thank goodness you got the win off your back because you do love a runner up finish, it feels like.
Yeah, it does, it's a blessing and a curse. I think there's a lot of people who would be very glad to finish second, but man, you're so close and wins, there's a 20 extra points. So it's just like, man, it's need one or two or more of these fall my way, be pretty set.
You're right there in the thick of it. Walker Thomas had some troubles tonight. It'll be yourself, Henderson, Kirk. I mean, you guys are absolutely going for it for the overall regular season championship. I feel like the stages too specifically. We're like, oh, here comes Jackson Sims to get P2 in the stage. So, banking those 9 points, and it feels good to be able to run up front. And then, I mean, you with the 8 lap older tires, you put up one heck of a defense. You made him work for it, and he only got you with 2 laps to go.
Yeah, it was a tough fight. He was catching me a lot. He was a lot better on the longer than I was expecting. So I was surprised I was able to put that much of a fight. But yeah, it's just he was too good with the newer tires. I just wasn't able to hold him off. But need that race to be a little bit shorter. We would have been all right.
We needed it the 180 instead of the 188. But I think tonight though that P2 actually is pretty good because you had Kirker was up there, Henderson, and it was kind and him and Kirker had kind of pulled away right before that pit stop, but ultimately you're able to jump those guys by coming in just a couple laps before they do.
Yeah, me and Henderson were all, and Fitzgerald were all talking about it in Discord together. We saw Dean pit and knew we had to pit soon so we didn't get undercut by him, but I didn't expect the 2 leaders to stay out as long as they did. So I think that was a net gain for us, even if, we didn't win, but I think we did a good job executing there at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. Maximize the result for sure. So congratulations, and we'll let you get any shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah, thanks to you guys again for doing the broadcast and everybody watching. And thanks to my teammates again for um, helping me out and ensuring that we get a good run.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again. We'll see you 2 weeks at Pocono.
See you.
With your third place finisher tonight, Elliot Henderson in the 03 machine. And it looked like pretty much on every restart you were up there gaining 3 or 4 spots, making some really good moves tonight. Had some fierce battles, and it all winds up in a podium.
Yeah, I mean, there was one restart that definitely didn't go our way, and I feel bad because I took out Linger in that incident, and we were racing really, really good and fun for a while, so I feel bad for that. But yeah, Dean and I had a, I don't know, I was frustrated while it was happening, but I look back on it, it's good fun racing. So shout out to him for running me that hard and not just giving up on it. I feel like if I wasn't in that battle, I may have had something for Madigan and Sims, which is potentially why he was racing me so hard because I felt like I had a faster car than where I was at. But yeah, I'll take a third place run. Really good night for us. Good points night in general. We might honestly come out with the points lead with everyone having their issues on those restarts. So yeah, good night for us overall.
It'd be a very close battle at the top for the points lead, but consistent points on the board week in and week out, and you're right in the thick of it. So congratulations. We'll let you get your shout outs in if you have any.
Yeah, shout out to everyone on my team that helps out. Gavin Fitzgerald at the end there for kind of racing Kirker harder than he probably could have, and making sure that I could end up in third. And Sims for all he does. He had a great night tonight. Pienta Brockman and King Cott, who all are a part of this team and this organization that run every week and have a lot of fun with them. Shout out to my girlfriend for letting me run this stuff and not getting mad at me that I'm up super late. And shout out to you guys and McConville and Chris and everyone who put on the league, put on the broadcast, and make us look good doing it. And now we can go back and review it and laugh and cry and enjoy everything that happened tonight.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations again on the podium, and we'll see you 2 weeks to Pocono.
Thank you, guys.
What a show.
It was a phenomenal show.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal adjective of the night. They put that, what was it, like 5 actual cautions, 5 or 6, and then the 2 stages. So not bad, and one of them was right at the start of each stage, so kind of to be expected. But once they got, we had the green flag pit stop to the end. We had that, that looming. Is there going to be a late caution? We almost got it. My goodness. That would have thrown. I wouldn't even say tire lottery because it wasn't like somebody like had a set left. It was just guys going long. Like everybody had that one set at the end, and guys were just willing to go long and risk it. So I do like that we got that opportunity with the green flag run to the end. We had the green flag pit stops, made these guys execute on the money stop, and yeah, gonna be really tight at the top in 2 weeks. We get a week off in the O'Reilly series. We'll be 2 weeks out at Pocono. Got it again tomorrow night, though. We got the trucks at Pocono. Here are your race results. The Sports Illustrated Resorts 250. 0.6 of a second between Manigan and Jackson Sims. Henderson right there rounding out our podium. 5 different leaders for 6 lead changes. Only 22 caution laps. We're in 166 laps green tonight, so that's pretty phenomenal. Gavin Fitzgerald, your biggest mover. Aiden Kirker, the fastest lap and the pole position, winds up P5. Needed a couple extra laps to get back to where he was running at the end of this thing in P2, yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Richard Pruitt, Trent Curtis, Bradley Gunn, your DNQs tonight. Race of attrition. Minor, all things considered. You had Furland right out at the beginning with Mackin, then Brown and Mertens, but from there, fairly clean. A couple of guys getting caught late. Keith Black winds up 29th. Look at that don't quit spirit. A little chippy here. Lindgren, Lawton, Lafrene and McConville, so different things here and there. But overall, a solid race, and we're looking forward to it tomorrow night. So we'll see you all there.